Alright, here we are back on the old city skylines. Welcome to episode 3. Now, last episode, if you guys recall, I basically kind of just did a new downtown area, and then I reestablished the entire road network and built an entirely new industrial center as well. Other than that, not much else. I did do like a lot of progress on this elementary school because I added new parking and all that, and I basically just made this whole block part of the elementary school, even though some of it isn't technically part of it. It looks like it's all one block, but yeah, for the most part it's not bad. There was row housing here, like the northeastern one. I just didn't think it looked good, so I just deleted it before the video, so that's my bad. I probably should have recorded that, but yeah, just letting you guys know. These are the Pittsburgh style, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Midwestern residential low, and then here is like the Chicago one. I should delete that house. Yeah. Also, this city, I didn't change the name, but it's gonna be called Cheriton. I thought a lot about it, and I don't really have any other good names. I kind of went through, like, I tried to combine like Chad and Niger, and then I tried to combine like the lake aspect to the city name, and just I was kind of coming up short. And I was like, what if instead of Chad, like Chad D, I had a CHAR? I just thought that was more fitting, just in my personal opinion, so I decided to go with it. Another thing is, I did a time lapse at the end of last episode, and actually brought down our hourly losing from 2800 to 1500, which was actually a good time lapse. I think for today's episode, I'm gonna fix mostly the roads and the houses, mostly to do with the fact that some of these, as you can see, just won't fill in, which is a little annoying, and I'll probably manually place those. And another thing is, some of these are just ugly. Like the garages don't fit. This one doesn't have a lane because I accidentally put the lane a little bit there. This one's fine. I'll keep this block. That seems all good. This one, I remember I had to extend the lane, right, just to make it actually look nice. And this one, again, too far from each other. This one could work with actually a lane behind it. I don't know why I didn't do it for that one. I kind of just did the Midwestern. Also, another thing is, I gotta fix all the roads. They're a little too bumpy, and they're just kind of following the terrain. So when you place them down, they follow the terrain. But I gotta kind of fix that. Oh, another thing is, I accidentally placed a highway here, and I think it's because when I was upgrading these roads, I deleted this one. I accidentally placed a highway instead of a regular road. So what I'm gonna do, so they will speed up to like 80 kilometers and then go back down or something. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Just want to make that a regular road, just so it's not any buggy or confusion. Same with this, like this road, I don't like that how it goes from like here and then kind of goes up a little. I think I might just, honestly, I might be fine with that. I'm just going to use no controller real quick and just push this back just to make this a little bit more realistic. But yeah, it's not that bad of a node. This happens in real life as well, so it's not that big of a deal. We're just gonna do a time lapse. I'm just gonna fix a lot of these roads. Okay, I think for now that's fine. Yeah, all of that is good. These ones also can stay, I think, for the most part. These ones, I don't like how some of them have grows and some of them do not. I am gonna fix that. This entire block is perfect. It is a little steep on the driveways, but that's kind of because I just fixed the roads. So if I just go boom, 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 just bring these down, because there will be a little bit less steep. Although it is kind of, obvious that a house here on a slanted road, it is going to be like steep. It's not going to be completely flat with the road, but just some of these on the end, you can see this one's actually not that bad, maybe a little bit up actually, but this one, you can see it's a little too steep. And when you're parking on these kind of hills, you kind of want to have a little bit of a gradual slope rather than a harsh one. But I think for the most part, this is fine. This block is amazing. Oh yeah, another thing is, since last video, I'm pretty sure I have 2 new DLCs. I can't remember if I had them last video. If I did, I just didn't mention them. But yeah, also got a couple more mods. This is just for myself, but we got these NA mobile homes, which I think would be beautiful. Now, I don't think we can fit Chicago style homes. These are, how long are these? These are 4x1s, right? Yeah, okay, so just want to see real quick. I just want to make sure that this is Okay, yeah, it's to the main road. I don't want it to be the collector. So yeah, we got these mobile homes, which I think might look really nice, but obviously I'm not going to use them right now. And they do fit with the vibe of the Midwestern. So I might use them eventually. They might be nice, but if I do Midwestern low, that could definitely fit for that block. Now these ones, see, the thing is, these ones are actually 5 tiles, so these could be Chicago ones. 100% these could be Chicago ones. I just think this is like a main street, so it's not really useful. Another thing is, like, again, see, this alley isn't gonna fit. And yeah, you see these houses are also gonna be like very slanted, because I just fixed the road, like I said, so. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. Also, what I'm going to do is I am going to take these Midwestern and I'm going to put it on this area as well. I am just going to unpause for the time being because these houses can be trying to be filled in. These ones are going to be filled in later. I'm just hoping that they all follow the terrain and not... Like, they all follow the road. Okay, they're all following the road, not the terrain. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. There isn't a lot of walking space, I've noticed, in these neighborhoods. So I kind of want to either force biking to be more of a natural solution. I just want to reduce cars in general. Now, these are one-way roads, actually. But same with this one. I might want this to be one-way. For the most part, I think this fits. Those houses are going to be moving in and look nice. And I think for the most part, it shouldn't be that horrible. Just in this corner here. But I just want to see if I can get these brickworks buildings. They're going to be these level 1 mixed zonings. Now, they do upgrade to level 5, but I kind of don't want them that tall. I kind of want to keep them this small. Now, these are residential mixed zonings, and technically I don't have mixed zoning yet, so I'm not going to place them down. But I think they might fit on this road right here once I unlocked mixed zoning. Now I can technically place them down, but I'm not going to. I've noticed that I had this the wrong way because I kind of want the entrance to come from the left-hand side. So you have to go around the roundabout. And if you want just to go back out, you can. It just makes more sense. I'm gonna have to, I think, rethink some of this. Another thing is some of this won't be zoned in because of how bad the automatic zone just happens to be. So I gotta manual place some of those, which kind of sucks, but whatever. See, I don't like how those have 0 garages. I'm gonna remove the ones that have no garages and just hope that they're replaced with better ones, like these ones. I like this block, looks nice. Some of these blocks actually do look good. Some of them, not so much. This block needs to be the Chicago homes because they got a street on the outside. Let me just see. I need to grab the upgrades, right? And I just want to bring biking down all the way down here. It's gonna still allow the bikes to go both ways. So just because you have biking on a one-way road doesn't mean the biking will be one way. It actually will be both ways. So I'm gonna put all biking on all the one-way roads I have, mainly because I kind of want to keep them kind of a nuisance to drive on. I won't do it for this road. I won't put any one way because I'm gonna turn all those into garages. But this one I will do. And then what I'll do is I'll upgrade with biking. Now, yes, the homes are facing that way, which kind of sucks, but it incentivizes you to bike rather than drive to your house, which is more valuable. And then what I'll do is I'll connect it up to there, to the roundabout, and then the arterial also has biking, which is what I want. Now, I didn't do this before because I thought, oh my gosh, there's a lot of parking here, but I'm going to put biking on both sides of the collector here into the commercial area. And I'm going to do it here as well. And I'm just going to connect it all the way to here, right? And then I'm going to come down, connect it to the arterial there, come down, and I'm going to put it on the old roads that I had. I think that's fine for now. Maybe I'll do that one as well. But another thing I noticed also when doing all this is I didn't raise taxes or put down service costs except for a few things. I still have education maxed out, garbage maxed out, fire maxed out, and police maxed out. And if I put those all to 50%, which at the size of my city, I only need them at 50%, I'm making money. I, for some reason, just didn't think about it, but I need to be making a bit more money than normal. I am going to place some parking down, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge for it. Also, a lot of the people that were parked here, I think their cars just get forced to here. When you remove cars from the street forcefully, they just get moved to the closest parking spot. So I think they all got moved to the elementary school. So there is parking, But as you can see, there's more demand on this street than there is for any other street, which makes a lot more sense. Another thing is I really want to fix and put like something here. Maybe the French row housing. I don't know. I just need something that just doesn't look as bad as the northeast ones. I might just put regular row housing. But yeah, I think for now I can just put some regular row housing there. That's fine. It's gonna increase my population, and now I am currently earning money, which is great. We've got some commercial stuff here, which is getting some people on this pedestrian street, which is awesome. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scooch this over just so it's in line with the road and it just looks like it's actually built with the road. Deselect this and I'll remove it just because I kind of want to place my own. This is the northeast. Sadly, just have to go with the 3x3. Not horrible. It just kind of feels like it's losing a little bit lackluster in the back, but you know what? That might actually be a good thing. What I could do is put some trees back here, and I just might put some parking, actually. This might be perfect because we have commercial there, and I might just put some parking in the back, but hide it with a bunch of trees. So we're gonna do a time lapse right now, and I'm just gonna go through this real quick. Okay, so honestly, I didn't really do that much, but I just put some few parking spots. Looks like nobody's going for them though, so parking isn't super in high demand, but if you work here, obviously you're gonna park in the back, so I just felt it was more fitting. And I put some trees kind of just to zone out the, just so they have their backyards and it feels less, you know, I don't know, it just feels like you have your own backyard rather than having to share it with someone else, but nah, it really depends. It really depends, but I think for the most part, it looks nice. Same with people are kind of going on the streets. It's kind of nice to see people riding on the streets. What I am going to do, just real quickly, is I'm just going to put some parking for some bikes, because obviously if you're going to bike to work or to school or wherever, you're going to need some parking in front of those buildings. Speaking of school, I'm gonna put some bike parking in front of the school. And that's it. Honestly, that's it. What I am gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna put a couple of these houses down, and it's mainly to do with the fact that for some reason the zoning doesn't like that you can put houses here. Like, I don't know why it's telling me you can't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a couple of these, and then I'm just gonna grab a different house and put a couple different, just so it looks like there's a bit of variety. Yeah, for the most part, I think this looks nice. I think this block actually fits in pretty nicely. Another thing is see, like, look at all this parking. I don't want parking, bro. Why is there so much parking? Like, see how much parking's on these streets and everything? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this a one-way here. And then I'm gonna put biking on here. Also, this is easy because people who want to go this way can obviously now go down this way if they wanted to. So it links up with all the biking paths. Now, actually, that kind of works. It's a little jank, but it kind of works. Whoa, what's going on here? No car access? Well, now you guys complain that there's no car access? There wasn't before, dingus. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna remove this block because the alleyway here, like this alleyway is disgusting, so I'm just gonna remove it. Like I said, I'm gonna try and fix this block, hopefully. I don't know why the crosswalk is kind of far, but remove the pavement that I put underneath, and then I'm trying to think. Do you think I could fit 3 rows instead of 2? Just hear me out. The population's gonna go down, but I'm earning money, so I'm kind of able to be flexible here. So I can do that, right? So that's 4. 4, 4, and then 3 and 3. That's kind of a shame that that's gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove all the zoning here, and then I'm gonna remove all zoning here, just make sure that they can zone here. All zoning here, here, and here. Can you zone? Okay, so it's there, and there. Okay. But these mobile homes, they actually fit on the alley, so this is actually gonna work. For the most part, though, we are earning money, which is great. We're getting some medium residential demand lower, which is also great, and all the parking spots are filled up. Never mind. I thought I would have a little bit more time. Apparently not. I was also thinking about something to do with like the length of these, but I think I just might keep it, honestly. I'm not gonna be too bothered by it to do all that. These blocks though, they're actually starting to fill in and actually look very nice. I just hate that I have to change it all the time because it's a stupid game. But that's fine. You know, whatever. Tomato, tomato. Also, it kind of makes sense, I guess, that the row homes sometimes face this street and that street. They're mobile homes, right? Also, are these 4? No, they're 3. Well, maybe I could put some more mobile homes then. Okay, there's a 1x3. Wait, what? Oh, these are modern brick homes? Why are these modern brick homes? I did not set it as that. Okay, I swear I did not, but whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put the mobile homes. Hopefully they all get filled in soon-ish, please. See this one? Oh, it's just so annoying, dude. Dude! I gotta do it myself, which is just really annoying. Like, why can't you guys just automatically figure out what I'm trying to say here? Yeah, there we go. See? Okay. Yeah, everyone in my city is poor, so that's also great. Another thing that I want to look at is the stats, because I've noticed when I play this game, I don't look at the stats much, which is kind of my issue. Okay, most are adults, some are children, some are teens. So maybe a high school would be nice soon. 365 eligible for high school and Grand Village. Oh, Riverview Apartments. Wait, those are gonna look nice. We get parks and transportation, which is awesome. I just want to see real quick. Ooh, okay, we are consuming quite a bit of water. Anyways, I want to see 0.6% unemployment, which is good because majority of my industrial place doesn't actually have max unemployment. So that's actually probably good. 0 homeless and 0% homeless rate. For the most part, it looks nice. I think I might need a high school soon. Other than that, I think I'm doing pretty well. Another thing is we got buses now, so that's nice. I think buses are definitely going to be something that's going to be needed in the near future. I also think, so we also got parks as well, so that's going to be nice for have coffee kiosks and stuff like that, which would definitely be used. I wonder why there's so many transport trucks here. A little interesting. I don't know why, but whatever. I don't know, but it looks like we're doing good. I also want to just look at our bikes. Okay, so parked 1, bike parking availability is just maxed out, which is a little concerning. So that means people aren't really biking, which is concerning because I kind of want to encourage more biking. I might make a district then. I got a Blockbuster. Wait, Super Inn restaurant. Maybe I'll do that one. I don't know. There's a couple more of these residential things that I kind of want to put. Another thing is I don't have that many residential buildings, so that could be an issue. But I also have high residential demand. So this is a crazy episode because a lot is happening. But it's kind of like a suburb building episode. But for the most part, there isn't that much to like actually do. Obviously, I don't have high density. I just have like the low rent stuff. But you know, it's kind of the same. I don't know. Oh, I also have low density offices now as well. Yeah, there's going to be a lot, but I think for the most part, I just need to focus on building my population because that's going to just take quite a while. So I'm just going to just build some more housing here. But yeah, I think for the most part, these homes are going to be fitting. Mobile homes are pretty fitting in some areas. So I think for the most part, these aren't bad. I'm gonna move that forward a little. But yeah, I don't like the 2 tile ones. They just feel a little too wide for my taste, but I think I might have to deal with it, at least for now. I think I could fit one more actually. I could definitely fit that. But yeah, I think I might have to deal with it for now, but that's fine. It's all good. These ones, yeah, so they're mostly gonna be poor people living in those houses, but again, I'm gonna have to deal with it. It fills in the space and provides more population. That's all I can ask for at the end of the day. Another thing is like this block actually looks kind of nice. I just kind of don't know why I didn't do Chicago, but it's fine. I guess I won't bother about it now. And then, oh yeah, this block, I was gonna remove and put all Chicago style homes because I just thought like the garage is gonna fit with the car. Now look how much parking though is on this, which I don't like. I wish there was some way to remove that. And I think there might be. I just look at all this parking on the cemetery, and that's not just parking for the cemetery. That's just parking in general, which is a little annoying. I don't know. I just kind of think of like areas. Look at this. Oh wait, okay, never mind. I think I could just fix this actually. I should remove. Yeah, sometimes when you accidentally move buildings that are like too close to other buildings that you personally have modified, It's gonna modify the entire building to back to where the props are actually gonna be. That's pretty common issue, but I didn't modify too much of the previous actual building. So luckily I could just delete all this and it just, yeah, see, like it's pretty much all gone. Just I removed some benches and the trees and stuff like that to put the parking here, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, as you can see, it's all gone. I just can't really move it. For the most part, people are walking, which is nice. I wish people would bike more, but if people are walking and not biking, I guess that's a win. There is 2 bikes parked, so I think biking...
I don't think so, pal.
Okay, well, that's an e-scooter, not a bike, but close enough, I guess. I guess people are using it as an option, which is really nice, and I'd rather prefer that. I'm gonna try and put, like, a park or 2. Mainly because I think we could benefit hugely from a park or 2 that would just improve the neighborhood overall. The problem is I kind of want to fit it into the, is that a color plaza? Oh my gosh. Wait, that fits perfectly right into this block. This is tempting. This is tempting to put here. I don't know what this looks like. This is from the new Leisure Venues DLC that I just got recently. The problem is I don't know what it looks like, so it's a little concerning. Real quickly put an alleyway back here, actually, because it kind of fits perfectly for one. Yeah, actually, that fits really perfectly for one. And it gives these houses kind of a buffer. But yeah, I think I need more parking or something. Like, I definitely need a park and parking, but I can't really tell what to put. I think for the most part, I'm not gonna put any plazas yet. I don't really know what that would do, and I don't know what it looks like, so I might need to do some play testing, maybe just for myself. But I think what I might do is I might put a playground or a dog park. Small park's not bad. Trevor Park doesn't look good, actually, I'm gonna be honest. Wave Park, Linden Park. The Edwardian coffee spot kind of looks nice. I just don't know where I could put this. Oh, wait, does that fit there? It does, but I don't know if that looks nice. I don't think that would look nice. Do you think it would not look that bad here? Because these are residential lots, right? So it's like, that's kind of why, like, these guys are idling in their backyard. That's why these are backyards. These aren't like public parks, which is really annoying. I guess I might make it just work for a little bit. Might just bring it back, I guess. And then I'll just replace it with this. And then I'll just extend it over to here, just so it's actually attached to the road. And then I can't really give these guys any privacy from this, but I can just give them a couple bushes just to maybe kind of, I guess, make it feel a little less weird and awkward. But I'll just try my best to do that. And I think that looks not horrible. This is a modded one, and it's by Trist, who also made all of these like cafes, like the espresso bar and everything. So if you want to download that, it's just a park rather than a signature building. So if you guys want to do that, download it and have some fun with it. But yeah, I do love this asset. It is really good, especially if people just want, to walk down and don't want to go into a giant building and just want to go to a coffee kiosk. They can do that. So I think it kind of fits and it looks nice, and it's gonna just provide some great wellness for the community and make people happy. For the most part as well, I'm gonna bring down I'll keep my taxes at 100. It's only 400, so I'll keep it for now. But we've actually been making 3,000 an hour. I was down to 130,000. Now I'm up to 260,000. So we are definitely making money, and we're making 3,000 an hour, which is awesome. And our population has grown to 1,200. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and look, this guy is saying he doesn't have enough customers. That's actually a good thing, especially because look at these guys these buildings are gonna be upgraded, especially with the new park, so which will increase the capacity and have more customers for these guys. So there's gonna be a high crime risk, lack of entertainment, unreliable healthcare. That's mainly to do with the fact that that I have the budget down. But for now, again, I just want to increase my population and my money. But yeah, I'm gonna do a time lapse. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Goodbye.